Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Silent Calls Tarot. I'm Nini, and I'm gonna do an energy read for the fire signs. So it'll be for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or whoever is guided to these messages. So for booking any kind of readings, any of my spiritual consultations, any of the oils that I have, or any jewelry, yeah, all of that is available on my website. It'll be the link that's in the description box below, as well as my email address, so you can have direct contact with me. So previously in my last video that I made, I think, yeah, my last video, I announced that I'm doing a giveaway, and the prizes are some of my oils. It's out of my oils, reading, free reading, or jewelry, but it'll be based upon who comments. And to enter to win the contest or to enter into the contest, all you have to do is comment on any of my videos, something that you love about yourself, just maybe one thing or whatever you want to comment, but it has to be something that you love about you. So yeah, that's how you enter to win the contest. I will announce winners. Well, the winner, I don't know, just yeah, don't take it literally. I may choose more than one winner, but for now, I'm going to choose one. But if I choose more than one, they will be announced September 20th, 2020. That's when the winner will be announced. So yeah, get it in before then. Any comments that come in before then that's saying something that you love about yourself, I'll take it as your entry and have your name put into the raffle thing. We'll do the raffle on the video, pull the name, and those winners will be chosen. You will have the option of choosing whether you want free reading, jewelry. I have bracelets, waist beads, necklaces. I also have rings and anklets. Yeah, pretty much everything. All of it is available on my website, so you could, get your own viewpoint of what you would like if you do win, or if you just want to purchase. So yeah, okay. I don't know why I have so much energy, but the past week, I've not been able to sleep all night, but I'm always energized. I've been up since 3-something this morning. Well, today, 3-something today. And when I woke up out of a dream. I'm going to go into the dream or whatever I had, because I did type it out in my phone, because yeah, it was some weird stuff. But we're going to go into that, and yeah, but from 3 till now, and it's 10 o'clock now. Oh, I'm past time. It's 8:55, so it's 9 pretty much. Yeah, and I don't know. It's been weird because I usually sleep and at least wake up early, but yeah, I usually sleep all night. But yeah. So, okay, so this is the dream that I had. Now, this, I don't know. I don't know if this is considered a dream or what, because it did not seem like a dream. It was too real. It was first person. I was there. So, okay, in the dream, it's like I was being shown you know how, goodness, what is that? It's a TV show. I think I used to watch it on Netflix or something, but it's kind of what is the name of the show? It's like people going to heaven or whatever, but it's in the show, one of the shows that I watched, they were giving people the choice of leaving their body and transferring their soul or whatever into the afterlife, into a system, a program, a computer, a matrix. That's what I was seeing. But that's what I was seeing in my dream. They were showing me that. But I'm going to relate it to that TV show, because you'll get it once I get to the point. So it was I was seeing these, cubicles or whatever. But it was I was seeing it from a bird's eye view, or I was looking down and watching what was going on. You know how they have a maze or whatever? You're looking at a rat farm or whatever, ant farm or something. But it's like I was looking down at these people and I was watching them. It's like they were choosing their life. They were choosing the amount of money that they would have, and they were choosing like the time limit to complete the mission. Okay, I'm making sure I got the right thing. They were choosing the location that they wanted to go, the amount of money that they would have, and the time period that it would take to complete their mission. Now, after I saw that, I woke up. So, yeah. From that dream, I'm getting like, I've looked into a lot of afterlife things and things about before life. Like what you do before you come here. And that's kind of what I was seeing, but the TV show is pretty much like about afterlife. What's after life? What's after you die? But what I was seeing in my dream or whatever, it was like it was what happens before you come into life. What happened? What do you do before you come in? It's like these people were choosing where they wanted to be placed, who they were going to be around or whatever, the money that they were going to make, like their economic status or whatever, mid class, lower class, poor, and all that. They were actually choosing these things or whatever. I think I left my water, but they were also choosing the time that it would take, like the amount of time that it would take for the mission to be completed. So, yeah. But, okay. Now, I don't know if I'm going to merge these two videos together or what. But yesterday, I was recording because I had been doing like some research on something that led me to... No, I was revamping my website or whatever, giving it a little more life or whatever. And rearranging things and adding to it or whatever. And I came across like the 7 stars thing, that constellation, like the Pleiadian constellation thing with the 7 stars, the 7 sisters, whatever, those things. But I was led to the 7 seals. I think I am going to merge that video because I didn't finish it, but I stopped to gain more information, get more clarity on the subject. And then this dream came about. So, in the 7 seals, it was talking, I was looking, and they were, the things in Revelation, how they speak upon what's going to happen that leads up to you knowing when it's time, the end of time. But from what I was getting, because I read Revelations more than once, and I actually read it as a child, because I used to wonder, like, yeah, what is... I used to wonder about death. I've always had this fascination with dead and afterlife and ghosts and spirits and all that. It was a big thing. So I used to read Revelations because people were like, when you go to church and stuff, well, when I was going to church and going into different churches, people were scared to even dive into Revelations, period. They would dig in, get little bits and pieces. The main thing, the locust gonna come. You gotta get right before God come. Get right before the end of the time, because if you don't be right, it'll be too late or whatever. Now, from my perspective, I don't think that's what's going on. Well, the get right thing is kind of on key from what I was seeing, but how they were showing me, I was looking at the different verses or whatever, the different chapters in Revelations that speak upon these 7 seals, and I took some notes or whatever, so I might not have to do that video. I'm just gonna do it here because I now have the information that I was seeking. Okay, so they were showing me like the 7 seals and how they, like the Bible speaking on the 7 seals, how it connects with astrology and how the astrology connects to your body. You are the universe within and without. Everything is a you, and you are everything. But that's what they were showing me. So the first seal is the white horse, and that's considered the Antichrist. And from that, let me go back Okay, from that, I was getting like that as being the subconscious. You know, you always have those thoughts. How they say everything that's considered the Antichrist is what goes against the Christ thing, or what's considered Jesus or whatever. But I don't delve into that, because the Christ, I consider that as being you within your own body being aligned here. Now, what the Antichrist to me would be something that's going against you looking within yourself and being like you finding validation for what is going on outside of you within you. That's where I was seeing like the Antichrist being something that's against you going within yourself. That's like the first sign, the white horse, the first sign of the trumpets blowing, the first seal or whatever. Okay. Oh, wrong time. Pick on my glasses. Okay. Now I took some notes and I got a picture, a screenshot that I took. Okay. Now, the first seal is considered to be like fear, your survival instincts, things that you have learned over time, things that you have learned and grasped from people. It's like learned behavior, things that were taught to you, nothing that you have gained on your own, just those things that sit back in your subconscious, like, you know, right and wrong, how people say the things that are right, the things that are wrong, those things sit in the back of your mind when you're making decisions. Is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? But it's not something that you have put in a particular category of what right and wrong is. It's someone else's opinion or someone else's viewpoint of what they consider is right and wrong. So that's considered like the Antichrist against your own consciousness. It's something that's feeding you subconsciously. Okay. Now, the second seal, let me go back. Okay, let me delete these for right now. They'll go to the trash and I can take them out when I need them. Okay, the second seal is the red horse, and that's war, and it's like peace being taken from the earth and blah blah blah. Yeah. So this level is your social conscious, like media, things that are okay, like how media and social media and everything that's going on within the world, how everything outside of you is trying to get you to be in a state of fear, be in a state of war with yourself, battling others, and just a lot of chaos. That's what I see the social conscious the red horse seal, the second seal being. It's like with the second seal, you'll see where you're being controlled to think a certain way, to act a certain way, to respond a certain way, to be in this energy of, if something happens, I'm triggered. I have to react to this. I have to react before thinking. I have to just do because I'm already subconsciously programmed to fear something that's going against what I consider, what is considered right and wrong, but it's not me. I'm just using from me. But it's not me that has considered this thing right or wrong. It's something that I've been taught. So what I've been taught is this thing that me thinking for myself is the Antichrist. Is the Antichrist to the Christ that they've given me. Or whatever, the right and wrong that they've given me. I don't know. It makes sense to somebody. I don't even know if I'm saying it out right, but yeah. Okay, and the third seal is famine. That's the black horse. And this is when a day's wages for a day's food hurt not the oil and the wine. Okay. This is your conscious awareness. That's the third seal. That's when you Okay, that's when you realize that you are being controlled. It's like the wake up when you actually see what's going on. You start to see, but maybe you're not fully in depth of what is going on, but you see that something's not right. It's something triggering you to question what you are seeing, what you are doing, how you are responding, how you are acting. That's the third seal. That's when let me make sure I'm saying the right horse because I don't want to mess it up. That's the black horse. That's when, like, to me, the black horse symbolizes like death. It symbolizes, okay, in this perspective, it would symbolize to me death to a way of thinking, a way of being programmed, like having the ability to kill off a way that you've been programmed to be, like unplugging yourself from the matrix. This is the level that the third seal gets you to. The wake up call, the big wake up. When you start questioning, you like, something's not right. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, now okay, it says the first three seals trap us on this physical plane. Now, with the third seal, how I was saying, like the wake up call, like how I said, you wake up and you start to question things, but you're not fully into the knowing, but you're awake to know that something's not right. You're seeing that you are being controlled, that things are binding you. It's like you're balancing. You're trying to balance yourself from what's real and what's fake. Like seeing that something's not right and something that's been taught to be right, it doesn't seem right anymore. Like you're having to, at that third seal, the dark cards, the black cards, whatever, that comes to give you like this insight of transformation. That's what I'm saying. Like a way that it's time for a change. There's something that needs to change. It brings about change. Okay, the fourth seal is the pale horse. That's the death, and that kind of goes in with the third horse as well, the black horse. And okay, this horse comes with death, or is what is considered death. And it says 1/4 of the Earth's population will be killed. Hell followed with him, killed with the sword and with hunger and with death and with the beast. Now, from this here, this is what I was doing in that last reading when I cut it off, whatever. From this, I kind of see this going on now. Well, from everything that was explained, from what I was reading, it's going on now. And the death thing that I see, it's like, you know how they say you have all these wars and famines and stuff, but how I'm saying this death thing, it's like, how I was saying like death to a way of being, yeah, I'm not digging in my nose, I'm kind of scratching, it's a little itch. But it's like death to a way that you've been programmed, unplugging from the matrix and being able to see where the things that you were taught or the things that have been taught to you, that they really didn't go with who you truly are and what you truly believe in. It's like these taught things you're having to, it gets you to, the fourth seal gets you to a level where you see that what you are taught or what you were being taught, who you thought you were, you aren't. You're seeing the programming and how it has played out in life and how it's played out in others, because you've gotten to a state of seeing and knowing instead of just being this controlled bot. Okay, because how they show me, because I don't know if I even said that, but how they're showing me, like they're showing me these 7 seals as like your chakras, your 7 main chakras that unlock this Christ consciousness, your God body or whatever, the 7th seal. Yeah, but we're gonna get there. Okay, so when you reach this fourth level of consciousness here, it's when you exude unconditional love here. You're not judgmental. You allow others to believe in what they believe in, and you believe in what you. It's like not forcing your beliefs on others, but you know what you know, and you may give your opinion, but there's not a forcing into it. It's like allowing people to wake up on their own time, but maybe you give out hints, you give these nudges, you be like, I don't believe that's right, I don't think that's right, or whatever. But yeah, it's not forcing anyone to do anything. You're expanding your mind. But it's also, okay, they're showing me also with this level, that's also maybe at this third level, when it comes with the famine and death and all that, you beat yourself up because you haven't seen, like you didn't see the programming until it was you may consider it being too late, or like it was so long that you didn't see this programming. You've been going along with the matrix for so long, being a bot so long, that when you get to the fourth level of, or the fourth seal, the fourth trumpet being blown or whatever, you realize that you've been programmed so long that you beat yourself up about it. But it's like at this level, when you act out of this unconditional love and you see that it's not your fault, you get to this level of forgiving yourself. Okay, maybe that's all I needed to say right there, because I was going to try to say something else, but okay. The fifth seal is the martyrdom. Okay, and okay, at this level, this is the fifth level, and the fourth level was bridge conscious. The fifth level is super conscious, and this is when you know what you know and you act out of what you know. You live by the truth that you know, and you teach this truth that you know because you are walking in your truth, and there's a compassion for self and others, because in this knowing, in this acceptance of you coming out of this programming, you know that there are still others in the programming that are yet to wake up, yet to wake up. Now, okay, I don't know, but they say at this level, the aging process stops. You begin to experience enlightenment, living and walking in your truth without duality, and walking in awakened demonstration. Like I said, teaching what you know and knowing what you know and go walking in your truth. Okay, I saw that aging process stops. I don't know. So do you actually stop aging for real? That's at the fifth level of super conscious, the fifth seal. Okay. The sixth seal is the great earthquake. And okay, this is what made me go into this more, because the moon was red a few days ago. Maybe that was yesterday or the day before, but the moon was red. Now this is a sign of the sixth seal, with the sun being blacked out, the sun being blacked out and the moon being bloody. Like they cross paths. Like an eclipse. Okay. The stars of heaven, angels fell. Heaven departed as a scroll. Every mountain and island was moved. Multitudes hid. The great day of wrath has come. Okay. Now the sixth level, the sixth seal in the body, from how I'm connecting it to the body and the chakras. Follow me. It's the level of hyper conscious. And at this level, this is the highest reach. This is your highest, this is the highest level that is reached when you walk in the physical realm. And you have full brain activity. I think that's where you reach your you know how they say you're not unlocked, your brain isn't unlocked to the full capacity until it reaches 100%. Maybe this is that 100% here, because it says full brain activity. Okay, veils to the subconscious mind are open, allowing for total access to remembering the all from point zero existence. This is when you reach the level of Christ consciousness. This is your third eye opening here, because after that you're just working out of spirit. Then when you reach that full crown chakra opening, the seventh seal, you're not acting out of your vessel. You're just carrying this around, but you're a total light body. But I'm gonna go into that because this is interesting for real. Okay. Okay, it said one becomes one's thoughts. Christ-like existence. This is when you reach a level of purity within who you are, what you are doing, and why you are doing the things. It's like you're just walking in pure light. You are just truth. And you know how they say Christ or whatever, how he walked around, the story of Christ, how he walked in truth, no matter what people said about him, no matter what happened to him or whatever, he did not change. Nothing with him changed. He was still this solid, I wouldn't say man, but he was still this solid being. He was true about who he was. Nothing fazed him. Nothing was able to shift who he was. He was who he was. He had reached a level of self-knowing and acknowledging who self was, and knowing who self was, that nothing around him could phase this energy that he was in or whatever. Okay, they said thoughts, you become your thoughts. This is when, at this level here, let me make sure I did say the sixth seal. Okay, yeah, the sixth seal. Okay, this is what they showed me yesterday. I'm going to bring it into what in this reading. So yesterday when I was doing about the seals or whatever, when I got to the six seals, they showed me one of the readers on here. Well, not a reader anymore, but they showed me a few readers, and they brought back to my remembrance of different readers that I used to watch before I started my own tarot channel or whatever. Different readers that I would, get insight from or whatever, and a lot of them aren't available anymore, but they all had different, well, I don't know, because I didn't really look into all of their reasons. I just looked at the main thing that they actually left. Now, one of the readers that I used to watch or whatever, she became a whole religion. Now, from tarot to religion, I don't know. Another one of them, they come up with these different excuses to why God led them away, but yeah, that. And it was showing me, like, with this sixth level of consciousness, how you can see who is exuding this true light within themselves, this Christ-like existence. You see these people's true light. Now, when I was looking at, because some of these people, they still have accounts or whatever, they still have what is this, platforms that you can still see these people on. These people do not look the same. They don't have that same glow that they used to have. They have like a darkness over them, and you can see it. Well, I don't know, if you have the eye for it, you can see the darkness on these people that are still claiming that God, well, maybe it was their God, but okay, and even how, I'm going to that, but claiming that, they were guided to stop and to go into makeup and stuff. And, yeah, but that. And I was able to see it. And like I've been seeing like other readers or whatever, newer readers, or maybe they're new to me, but you can see that glow on them. You see that it's actually purpose and not self. It's something that they are guided to do, and not something that they are just doing because they want a platform. They want to build up a name or get so many followers and views, and then switch up the channel to something else to gain monetary things or whatever. But yeah, I've been seeing that, and that's like going into this now. How it said with the sixth seal, you'll be able to see who. It's like you'll be able. Okay, no, that's the fifth seal. Did I say the sixth seal? The fifth seal and the sixth seal. Okay, they're putting it together. How in the fifth seal, when they were saying like you have this knowing, this inner knowing, and you know the truth, and you walk into this truth. You have this love for yourself where you are willing to transform yourself into this truth that you are now in knowledge of, that you now acknowledge and now accept here. You're embodying the truth that you're embodying this knowing. Now with this knowing there comes light, but they were showing me like with people that consider themselves to be embodying the light before this seal came, these people are being shown clearly because their light is not there anymore. That light that they were, it's like the light, what is this called? Projecting. The light that they were projecting is dimmed. That light has been taken away. It's like all these false people, even like pastors and stuff, I've been seeing them too. Different people have been revealed and have been dethroned. You've been seeing like the true reasons to why they did certain things. Now, I saw something recently, and it just came to me now. There was a post, I think it was on Facebook, but someone that I follow or whatever, and this person, he said something so real. He said like, there are, everybody has gifts pretty much, and there are actually people with karma attached to them that they use spiritual gifts and spirituality to, I wouldn't say, well, more so like to balance out their karma, but to hide their dark side. They use spirituality to hide who they truly are, to hide their demons, rather than bringing out those demons. Like how when I'm on here, shit, y'all get clear, pure who I am. If I'm in my healing process and I need to speak about it, I'm gonna speak on it. If it's something that I've done or I feel like it was wrong, but I'm still getting my story across to someone that can relate to it, I'm gonna speak my truth. I mean, it is what it is. I don't hide, like, hiding your dark side. These people, they hide that dark side and only show the light. And it shows, because you can tell the difference from who is true and who isn't, because the true people, they don't care about you seeing their dark side either, because there's a knowing that you have to have a balance. You have to be able to use this dark side as well as this light to come into balance, to have pure light, to have duality. You have to have both, because if you're too filled with light, you can be caught up with darkness. And if you're too filled with darkness, yeah, your lightness can be dimmed. Your light can be dimmed to the max. But he said something about that, and he was like, be careful who you follow because of spirituality, and everyone that claims they're spiritual and that they're connected to God. Check who their God is and check their fruit. Okay, I think that's all. But okay, so seal 7. Now the 7th seal is the silence. Now, okay, the 7th seal is silence in heaven. And at this level, I don't know, but I think this is like the level where you get and you're like, what's next? Like you feel like you've completed something, but you still don't know if you finished. Like running a race, but you don't know if you made it to the finish line or what. But yeah, that's how I was seeing it. This is for the 7th seal, considering the chakras or whatever. This is ultra conscious. You're ultra conscious. Okay, at this level, one returns to being the launching of all thought. You return to the one. You come back into one with the universe. This is when you acknowledge that I am the I am. I am that I am. That reading, I did a reading on the I am that I am. Check that out. Okay, you experience the beginning of all in a continuum of now. Full attainment of enlightenment, and you vibrate out of matter and into light and ascend, returning to the void. I don't know, but okay, now that kind of how I was seeing like above these people in that dream that I talked about in the beginning, how it was like I wasn't there with these people, but I was above them, able to see that they were choosing to come to life, come into earth or whatever. I don't know if that's the void or whatever, but I don't know. Y'all just leave some comments and let me know how y'all feel or what y'all know about these seals and stuff, because I'm still getting more learning and getting more knowledge on it, because it's some deep stuff. It goes deeper into other stuff. But so this is the reading for fire signs. Fire signs. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna play a song, a hertz, for us while we pull a few cards. Okay. They're having me to go to an anxiety hertz. Okay, I'm gonna let it play. This is the hertz that I'm playing. It's for instant relief of anxiety, stress, and it brings peaceful meditation, deep relaxing, and healing. Okay, so I am gonna use these cards, and yeah, they're play cards or whatever, my baby's cards. I'm gonna use these. I mixed the decks, so I combined 2 decks. So we're gonna see. Let me straighten these out because I don't want them to be in reverse. But yeah, this is the deck that I'm using. They're combined, 2 decks combined, and we're gonna get some messages and see what spirit would like to guide us on. Okay, I know I ain't heard this song, but they started playing. I've been changed, healed, free, delivered. I won't go back. I can't go back to the way it used to be before your presence came and changed me. I won't go back. I can't go back to the way it used to be. Your presence came and changed me. Healed, freed, delivered. Okay, let me turn this down a little bit. Okay. Spirit, I allow you to use me as a vessel. Please help me to hear, speak, and see clearly to get these messages across to the fire signs. And I do thank you for this opportunity. I only allow in spirits, beings, ancestors, spirit guides that are for our highest good only. Okay. Can you please show me what we need to see for the fire signs? Can you please show me what we need to see for the fire signs? Can you please show me what we need to see for the fire signs? And I do thank you for this opportunity. Okay, we have the hand, the purple triangle. Can we get one more card? And we have the kite. Now from this, they started playing Hand of God by Sarok. I'm not going to play the whole song. Well, I'm not going to play the song, but I may list it in the comments or the description box. but it's by Sarok and it's called Hand of God. They were showing me like a hand reaching out to you. Now they're showing me how they showed me with this purple triangle. They showed me a hand doing like this, like opening up the eye, forcing it to open here. And how this kite, you know, kites go up. They go up with the wind. They're floating in the wind, and they go whichever the wind blows. Whichever way the wind blows, this is where the kite will go. Now, with these cards together, they're showing me you are being guided to see things. You're being forced to see things. You're being guided to go. It's like you're being forced to go one way. What the way that Spirit wants you to go, you're being forced to go. There's no going back. Like I was saying, I won't go back. I can't go back to the way it used to be before your presence came and changed me. Okay, they're showing me like you've experienced some kind of what you would consider a presence of God or whatever. Something that you've experienced has caused you to get to this level of where you don't want to go back to how things were before you experienced this presence. They're showing me like a energy of coldness, because they gave me like chills, but they're showing me like, you know, well, I know from going to church and stuff, how they explain the Holy Ghost and all that. Now, I haven't looked, well, I've looked into it. They consider it one thing, but how I look into it, there's a gift with it, because you can get that without being in a church building. Trust me, been there. And how, like, you go from that presence that you feel, well, it's an unexplainable feeling. You can't explain what goes on. But, okay, when you get to the point of speaking in tongues here, and it's called Galileo. That's what it's called, the terminology for speaking in tongues, Galileo. Now, I've looked into what Galileo is and their different terms of what speaking in tongues is, and I've done a lot of research about it. But my perspective, I feel like it's a language that we've known before we got here. That was like our alien language, our language before we were taught to speak, because I've actually heard my baby speaking like, I can't explain it, and I don't want to sound crazy, but he said some things that I know I've said when speaking in tongues or whatever. But you know how they say when you speak in tongues, you're not supposed to speak in tongues unless you have an interpreter around, someone that can interpret what you are saying. Now, a lot of times, I know when I've had my experiences with these things, no one interpreted what I was saying. I was always able to kind of figure out what I was saying and just know that I was speaking what I was speaking out or whatever. You really can't explain what goes on during that. You can't. It's unexplainable. That's that experience here. Like how I say that experience, that presence. That's something that you can't explain with words. It's something that you have to experience yourself. So maybe this is something you've experienced or you are experiencing, and you are questioning what the fuck is going on. That's what somebody say. What is going on? You think you're going crazy, but you're not. You're being pushed into your destiny. And maybe you are an interpreter of tongues. You interpret tongues. You can understand. You know what people are saying when they go into this dialects. That's what they're saying, dialects. You can interpret what they are saying. But you're being guided into your destiny. This is a pathway that you, like how I was saying in the beginning, okay, it's all coming back. The dream that I had, how I was saying, like I was seeing people choosing what they were supposed to be doing, like the pathway, when the mission was, the time limit for the mission to be accomplished, the place where they're supposed to be located, and the amount of money that they're supposed to have, like resources or whatever. maybe you've come into balance with all of these things here, and you've reached this level to where you are fulfilling your destiny, or you are going to fulfill your destiny. You have no choice. That's what they're showing me. You have no choice but to fulfill your destiny, because you won't go back. That's what they keep saying. I won't go back. I won't go back. I won't go back. It's like it's on repeat, that main part. I won't go back. I won't go back. I won't go back. Something that you experienced got you to the place where you don't want to go back. You saw something. Yeah, with this tiger's eye, you saw something that you can't explain, and the only way you can explain it is by you connecting back with this presence that you came. I can't explain what it is, but I know it. Like I was about to say, I know what you're talking about, but I know what you're talking about. Because it's someone explaining, like this person is trying to explain what they experienced, but I know what you're talking about. You can't explain it with words. It's something that cannot be explained with words. And even when you try to explain it with words, you still can't get to the depths of that feeling and what you see. You saw something. So, maybe you saw this hand doing this to you. It's like, they're showing me someone here. This is a female, or you have a lot of feminine energy, but they're showing me like a female. You were at the level, how they were saying, like the in-between level of your consciousness, of your lower vibrations and your higher vibrations. You were in the middle, in between worlds, in between the spirit and in between physical, because you were seeing things that people that live in the physical, I wouldn't say just live in a physical dimension, but they vibrate on a physical dimensional level, on a 3D level. They only act out of their lower chakras. Maybe these are people around you, or people that you tried to tell what you saw. They did not understand or overstand. They did not know what you were talking about, and maybe they considered you crazy, but you know what you saw, you know what you felt, you know what you experienced, you know what you heard. You were speaking, you spoke something into existence that is coming to you. Maybe you spoke out that you wanted to experience this presence here, and it came. You got it. You got what you asked for. You became what you thought of. And what seal is that? I think that's like the 5th or the 6th seal, when they say you become what you think. Your thoughts, you become your thoughts. Yeah, that's the 6th level of conscious. The 6th seal, the hyper-conscious. It's one becomes one's thoughts, Christ-like existence. Oh, excuse me. And that is your crown chakra too. They're purple. But they're showing me with this red, this. Okay, they're showing me like this as heart chakra on up to your other chakra, because it's like a violet pink or whatever. That's like, I use pink for that chakra up in here. The blue and the purple. That's what they're showing me. Upper. And this is like that stability, that base chakra. And it even has the orange in here. We on it. But okay. When you experience this, whatever this was, you went back and you tried to it's like you tried to get someone's perspective or their interpretation on what you experienced, and they gave you answers, but it wasn't what you needed. It was something that a way that they understood what you were experiencing, because this person has not experienced this level of consciousness. And it's like when they spoke these things to you, it made you feel crazy, because they didn't know what you were experiencing, you didn't, and maybe other people around you all, no one has experienced what you are experiencing, or you don't know someone that's firsthand, someone that you can tangibly get to or touch. They're showing me like someone that you could touch, like right in front of you, in reaching distance, that you have experienced this. You don't know anyone that has experienced this firsthand. and you're going, maybe you went to people around you that are not experiencing these things and have not experienced these things. They have yet to awaken. And with you seeing this, how, what level that was, I'm trying to keep it all into play. Okay, between worlds, the third and the fourth level, the fourth, third and fourth seals. Now they're showing me like you got to the point where you didn't want to see anymore. You didn't. Okay. Oh, that's so sad. You didn't want to see because you felt like you would be left out of regular life. That's what they're saying, regular life, because you feel like you're different, or you feel like something's different about you. And there is, because yeah, you'll see. But I don't know, they just keep looking okay, I don't know. I don't want that energy all of them. Let me get my crystals. Okay. When these things were spoken to you, 50 minutes? Wow. Okay. When these things were spoken to you, or when whatever happened, you went into this state of not wanting to finish what you started. You got into this state of feeling depressed, or feeling like you didn't want to go into what you were being guided into, but you're being forced. You don't have a choice here. You don't have a choice. You came here to complete a mission, and your soul is not going to let you leave without completing this mission. I don't even know what that was, but yeah. You're stuck in right now. This hand, you're being pulled, like a hand is reaching out to you. Like this. You're being, take my hand and hold it. Take my mind, transform. I'm gonna play that song because I like that song. To yours. We already done went an hour. This is a song. Micah Stampley. Holiness. Okay, it's going in with what I'm saying too. This is crazy. Okay. This is the song. Not too close. I'm gonna fast forward. Holiness, holiness is what I long for. Holiness is what I need. Holiness, holiness is what you want for me. For me. Okay, let me say this before we finish that song. How he said is what I long for. Holiness is what I long for. Holiness is what I need. When you don't do what your soul wants you to do, this is why you're at this state of depression, or why you feel like you're depressed. When you don't do what your soul wants to do, you feel like there's no reason for you to be here. And that's back to what I said. Your soul is not going to let you leave without completing this mission. You're being forced into your destiny. But I'm going to finish. Okay, that song just said everything that I just said. Like your soul, you want to do this thing, but you don't want to feel like you're missing out on normal life. But you're not a normal being. You're not here. You're not here for that. You're not here for that. That's not a part of your destiny. So it's like you're looking at what others are doing and their life path, and you're comparing it to what you are doing and who you are becoming, and they don't match. But it's not for it to match. You're not like them. That's what they keep saying. You're not like them. You are here for a greater purpose. There's a greater calling on your life, and your soul is not going to let you not complete this mission. So I'm gonna leave this here. This is for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We don't want a whole hour. I do thank you all for visiting my channel. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Let all of these messages be given to you by spirit. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All of my information for contacting me, booking on any kind of readings, any kind of spiritual consultation, any of my jewelry, oils, all of that is available in the description box below on my website. My email address is there for you to have direct contact with me. Also, reminder, to enter the contest, all you have to do is comment on any of my videos and just tell me something that you love about yourself. One thing, two things, doesn't matter how many, as long as it's something that you love about yourself. I do thank you all for visiting. Bye.